Hello everyone. I said I'd speak to you again today. Well, I'm here in the hall, so it might be a bit echoey. I'm standing in front of our Heyhouses values display, and we've had that up for about a year now, but I know at home it's all back to front. So I thought, right, what can I do? I asked you all to try and think what the Heyhouses values are, and it's something you normally would have done in school with a PowerPoint. So I've got the PowerPoint, and I'm going to do something very clever now with this Zoom. I'm going to shrink myself. Now, I wasn't very big in the first place, was I? So I'm now going to go very small and hopefully it will work. Glasses on, little button, screen share. I'm going to share there and share. Ooh, I've shrunk. There I am in the corner. So small Mrs. Hodgson is going to guide you through Heyhouses values. Let's see what's up first. Our first one is trust. Now, your mums and dads trust us with you when you join us in reception when you're 4, and they trust all of us teachers to look after you and make sure that you get the best education possible. And as you go through school, you learn to trust each other. You make strong friendships so that by the time you go to Condover Hall and you do adventurous exploits, so very high things, that you trust each other, you encourage each other. So trust is a really important part of what we do at Heyhouses. And we're not just trusting each other, not just trusting our teachers, we're trusting in God too, because that's there in everything in our Heyhouses values, our trust in God, in Jesus, in the Holy Spirit. So really, really important. Second one, peace. We often talk about being at peace with our feelings, being at peace with friends, being at peace in our world. It's a really important Christian value, peace. And often in school, I tease you, I say, you've been a bit grumpy today, some of you. You need to just take a breath, think of our mindful activities, and try and find that peace that makes us feel better. And sometimes we can be the peacemaker in friendship groups, in our families. It's really, really important. Quite often in school, when people get overexcited about things, and which is a good thing, we then just need sometimes just to take a breath, slow down, find some peace and really think about it. It's also really important in difficult situations where people get angry, if we can just find a moment to help people get to a more peaceful place. So another important value. Courage. You know, boys and girls, I am so proud of you because in 2020, you've had to find courage that you probably didn't know you had. You've had to find the courage to be away from your friends, to be in home learning situation, and equally for those children in school, to be with children they didn't know before, to be in very small key worker groups. It's taken courage, whatever your situation has been over the last few months. So I know that many of you will have just thought of situations where soldiers went to fight in a war, or situations where someone's faced a nasty illness or an accident. And yes, in all those situations, you need courage. But we've all needed courage in the last few months. And I'm so glad that that's one of our Heyhouses values, because we've needed it, haven't we? And well done for finding the courage to face up to a world pandemic and to be really good boys and girls at home and at school. Next value, respect. Well, I nominated quite a few children in Year 6 for Respect Awards this year, and unfortunately the ceremony never happened. They got their certificates, but I chose those children. It was very hard because you all show respect in school, or we encourage you to. These children in Year 6, they'd really shown it every day throughout their time at school. In some of their cases, they'd looked after a friend in the class who just needed extra help. Because of their special additional needs, they found certain things difficult or certain things worrying and anxious, and their friends showed them a great deal of respect. They didn't look down, they didn't try and do it for them, they just stayed by their side while they did it. And that showed respect of them as an individual. And other children were just caring and thoughtful and weren't totally focused on themselves, showed respect for school, showed respect for other people in wanting to make our school a better place. Respect comes in many, many forms. And over recent months, you'll have seen in the news about respect for people regardless of their colour. But that's something we've always done at Heyhouses. We've shown respect, whatever faith, whatever colour, whatever difference marks you out. We're all different, and that's good. Differences are good, and we show respect for differences at Heyhouses. Friendship. Boys and girls, that's there in everything we do. I think it's the thing we've all missed most. Looking out on the playground, seeing you all playing with your friends, the laughter, the shouts, the screams. I've missed it in school, and I know you've missed being with your friends. That's something we're looking forward to, but it's such an important value. So find ways over the summer to make those links with your friends stay strong, so that when you're back in September, you'll be really pleased to see each other and your friendships can just take off where they were. And maybe new ones will have grown over lockdown. Justice. It's a hard one, but it's fairness. It's understanding right and wrong, knowing to make good choices, to make choices which don't hurt others, choices which are good ones, founded on gospel values. All these values we're talking about right now. But justice is that things are fair. And that's something that we talk about a lot in school, and that the right prevails. And if something wrong has happened, that there needs to be justice and something needs to be sorted. Forgiveness. When things have gone wrong, we need to be able to forgive people. We need to be able to look and say, I know you're sorry, I'm sorry too. Let's forgive each other, let's make it better. There is such a need for forgiveness in the world. People always want to blame. And here at Heyhouses, we need to be able to forgive each other when things go wrong. Jesus forgave us, God forgave us. We need to forgive each other. It's a really important value. Going to the last three values now. And those of you that know the Bible well will guess what they are the minute you see faith. Faith, having faith in God, having faith in yourself, having faith in other people, a really important value. It's that strength, it's that courage, it's that conviction that you believe in something and it is worth sticking up for, worth defending, worth going the extra mile to achieve it. Having faith, not just in yourself, but in the world around you and in God. Alongside faith comes hope. We need to be a people of hope. We need to look forward to a time when the world pandemic is past and we can hope for better things. But even in the midst of all these difficulties, hope is there. Hope in goodness in the world, hope in our lives, hope for the future. At the moment, boys and girls, year 6, you're looking forward to moving on to secondary school, and we all hope for you that it will be a happy time. For those of you still in school, I want you to hope for September. Hope for all the good things that are going to come your way. We must have hope. It keeps us going through all the difficult times in life. And the final value, it's there in everything in our school. It's the basis of our life here at school, the love we have for each other. We're a school family. You come from your home families to a school family, and we're all part of God's family. In all those families, love is there at the basis. It's what we build our school on. It's what we build our lives on. So all these values are there, but the centerpiece, the strongest brick in it is the faith, hope, and love. So boys and girls, think over those values, because tomorrow I'm going to speak directly to all of you, but to our year 6 leavers. What I want them to do, they've built their lives on our Heyhouses values, but we're sending them out into the world now. So we've got a special task for them to do. Think over these values, boys and girls. See which one you're best at. See you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye from the big Mrs. Hodgson.